"I know," he said, his voice unsteady, not from anger, but from something far heavier, disappointment. His hands trembled as he set the phone down on the table. The glowing screen revealed messages I wished I could erase from existence. "How long, Emily? How long have you been deceiving me?" At that moment, I wanted the ground to open and swallow me whole. Welcome to Breakup, Cheetah, where true stories of love, betrayal, and painful lessons come alive. Today's account is a tragic reminder of how a single choice can destroy a family, and the silent storm that follows. I met Daniel at 23, fresh out of college, filled with youthful dreams about love, security, and forever. He was the kind of man women hope for but rarely find, steady, kind, with a laugh that lightened the world. Over 13 years we built a life, 2 kids, a cozy house with creaky floors, and a rhythm that was safe and familiar. But maybe that safety was where the seed was planted. The quiet monotony I never voiced, the way years blurred into school, drop-offs, bills, and bedtime routines. I told myself I was happy. Maybe I was. Until Aaron came along. Aaron was a co-worker at the marketing firm I joined 3 years ago. Charming, effortless, always knowing the right thing to say. He noticed me in a way I felt Daniel hadn't in years. One late night turned into 2, then casual lunches, then playful jokes that pushed boundaries, and finally a kiss in the parking lot after a team celebration. I went home that night, lying beside my husband, feeling like a stranger in my own skin. It wasn't a full affair, or so I told myself. Just moments. A secret language of smiles and messages. But emotional. Betrayal has teeth, and soon the line I swore never to cross was miles behind me. Then came the day I arrived home from work, still buzzing from stolen time, to find Daniel waiting at the kitchen table. The kids were out. His face was pale, his jaw tight, his phone in hand. "Emily," he said, "can we talk?" Words every guilty spouse dreads. I didn't know how he discovered it. Maybe it was the messages I forgot to erase. Maybe Aaron's wife, yes, he was married, had told him. All I knew was the pain in his eyes, searching mine for a reason to believe the woman he loved wasn't the one in those texts. "I read them," he whispered, holding out the phone like evidence too heavy to carry. At first I thought it was a misunderstanding, maybe venting. But then I saw the hotel receipt. My knees gave out. The chair caught me before the floor. "Did Daniel?" "I don't," his voice cracked. "Just tell me why." But I had no answer. That could make it less cruel. The days after blurred into silence. Daniel didn't yell, didn't break things, didn't hurl names. Somehow that made it worse. He withdrew, no more good night kisses, no lazy Sunday breakfasts. Only polite exchanges and a distance growing wider by the day. 2 weeks later, he handed me divorce papers. "I can't do this," he said softly, watching the kids play outside, unaware their world was shattering. "I wanted to fight for us, Emily. But every time I see you, I see him. I see the lies. And I can't raise our kids in that kind of house." I begged him, promised it was over, swore it meant nothing. His sad eyes held mine. It meant enough to throw everything away. Telling the kids was the hardest part. They were 8 and 10, old enough to sense the truth but too young to understand. Daniel chose honesty without cruelty. "We'll live in 2 houses now," he explained gently. "Sometimes with me, sometimes with Mom." "Why?" our daughter asked. "Did you stop loving each other?" I opened my mouth but no words came. "How do you tell your children their mother broke their father's heart?" So I stayed silent, letting Daniel carry their questions while I drowned in shame. Weeks turned into months. Aaron reached out, but I ignored him. He would never Leave his wife, men like him rarely do. And even if he did, what future grows from something built on betrayal? My nights became restless, my days mechanical. Work, fake smiles, and a home emptier than ever. Daniel, on the other hand, seemed lighter. Not happy, but free. He poured himself into the kids. Started running again, reconnected with old friends. The man I once thought dull was rediscovering himself without me. The divorce ended quietly, no screaming, no courtroom drama, just signatures, and the end of a life I thought would last forever. But the worst part wasn't losing him. It was knowing why. Not because he stopped loving me, but because I stopped valuing what we had. A year later, on a rainy night, Daniel came to drop the kids off. They rushed upstairs, excited about a movie, leaving us in silence. He looked at me for a long moment. You don't have to keep punishing yourself, Emily. I'm not, I whispered, though my voice trembled. I just don't know how to forgive myself. He sighed, hands in pockets. Neither do I. But I'm trying for them. Then he left. Not with anger, not with love, but with quiet finality that told me the chapter was truly closed. Sometimes I wonder if I destroyed my life over fleeting moments of feeling seen. If I had only told Daniel I felt invisible, maybe we'd still be together. Maybe we'd be stronger. But betrayal doesn't just break trust, it rewrites the past, taints the laughter, and turns memories hollow. Now, every time I look at my children, I see the question in their eyes there. Too kind to ask, why? And I still don't have the courage to answer. Thank you for watching. What would you have done in Daniel's place? Should betrayal always mean the end, or can some wounds truly heal? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful human stories like this.